Hey everybody, welcome back to Castle Stories. So, this episode is mostly going to be focusing on building the bridges and then a little bit something else at the end that I thought about at some point. And I don't know if I like it or not, but you'll see it at the end. I might change it. I'll explain it. Speaking of explaining things, probably not going to be much explaining in this one because once I figured out what I wanted to do for the main design of the bridges, it was pretty much rinse and repeat of the first one. And also, you're going to get to see my creative building process where it's pretty much try something. Do I like it? Do I like this other thing instead? Do I like this? Yes, okay, pick that. And it's pretty much just pick and choose until I get something that I like. So, especially with this first bridge, you're going to see me adding bricks, deleting bricks, changing things, looking at different angles. It's a mess, but that's how I build things. No planning beforehand, and you just kind of build and hope for the best. And it works for me, so that's what I do. So the bridges were a little bit difficult because every single space between the main island and the towers was different. The distances were just completely different. And one of them, it was actually like, two of them are odd. Yeah, the first two are odd, the last one's even. So we had that, and then, of course, every space was different. So I did the best with what I had, and I kind of based every bridge to be similar, but they're kind of different, which I also kind of like the uniqueness. I keep on saying the word unique in this series. I said it like 200 times last video. There's other words I can use, like different. I could be more unique with my words and use different words. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of this video, is just bridges and randomness. I decided to leave some open space on the bridges, and of course I added some detail. I remember there was some comments saying in the videos that I put too much attention to detail on my builds and I had too many unnecessary bricks. I know they're unnecessary, but I think it makes things look cool. But it gets in the way of archers and those things that shoot lasers, sentinels. So people have been saying occasionally like, oh, you should cut out on some of that, so I kind of do that a little bit here. You can see on those edges there right now, there's some open space for things like that. And of course, you can always break the bricks yourself and improvise. But yeah, that's the first bridge done. Look at that, simple. And the second one I actually had to make lower because it was an extra brick. Yeah, this is me measuring it out. You see a lot of measuring happening too, which you probably wouldn't understand what I was doing unless I said it. And then of course, trying to get the bridges centered as decently as possible is also a pain because the sides aren't exact because I wanted to make it look more natural. So, I mean, no one's going to pay that much attention to it, so it's probably fine that's off a brick or two. No one's going to be paying attention. And of course, there's going to be other things there as well. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'll probably chime in here and there a little bit later, discussing other things that are happening, possibly, maybe. And if not, no, I probably will. No, I will. I'll be there. Don't worry. I'll be here silently watching with you guys. Oh, what is wrong with me? Okay, so right here, yeah, I was like, those flat edges of the bridges, they look a little flat. I was like, what else can I do to make them look better? And I decided to put like just a little bit there. As you can see, I just ended up destroying that one whole section of the bridge. I do that a couple times in this video, but that's part of it as well. Like, I see things that I can add later, and it might destroy something that I just spent time on, but I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it just because I think it looks better. See, again, I'm like, whatever, just rebuild it. Just to get that one little extra stair in there for that one little bit of extra detail. And now we're moving on to the final bridge, and yeah, I had to do this one differently because it was a lot longer than the previous ones, and trying to get it centered as well. Did I make it the same? Yeah, it's the same length as the other two. Width, not length. It's as wide as the other ones, and it's great because I'm pretty sure I mess up at some point, and you get to see that happen. Yeah, right here, I think I have everything lined up. I use the non-instant build mode, the normal building mode, as to plan things out, to try to measure things to make sure they're right. Thought I got it right here, didn't get it right. Didn't notice until, you might be able to see the spot where I notice it. Maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, it's helpful to use it to line things up. And you just gotta remember not to press escape or delete. Yeah, don't press delete. You see me press delete whenever all the loose bricks disappear. That's me hitting delete to clear all the loose bricks. Once you do that, it also deletes all your blueprints. So, was that the spot? Yeah, I noticed. Get rid of everything. It was too high, so I had to change it. And I just filled in the areas with brick. I don't know what's gonna happen to those areas when I reload the map, because there should be dirt there, and I placed it with brick. So I don't know exactly what happens. I forget what happens, but it should be fine. Probably, maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens when the map loads. And that is the bridges done. And with this, I saw the back end here and I wanted to do something. And I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. I was thinking some kind of balcony maybe coming out that you could put stuff on. I was like, well, a balcony inside that rock wall wouldn't really make sense, especially around the edges. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll make it a tower all the way down to the bottom. And that in itself was a challenge because first I had to figure out what kind of shape I wanted here, which is what you can see me trying to do right now. It's like all these different, nothing like really looked right. And I think I settled on this one looking the best as the most round and just for that part of the map. And then I was like, okay, so I have it up here. Now I have to translate what it should look like at the bottom. And if you try instantly building, bricks fall, and that wouldn't work at all. So I had to like try to get it just right. And with the whole edge of that mountain there being so crazy, it made this part very difficult. A lot of guessing and checking, deleting already made dirt blocks there, and just kind of guessing for the most part and hoping things turned out right. And hoping things look decent as well. Like there's certain things you can tell under that one section that I'm about to take care of right now. Yeah, I hate how there's dirt under stone. I don't like that when it comes to this, so I have to go and delete the dirt, put the stone, and that adds a whole nother level of trying to make this thing work correctly. So you can see me just struggling with this for the rest of the video. This was the one thing I was talking about at the beginning that I was unsure about, is me trying to measure things, and it's an interesting process. And you'll also get to see me utilize the blueprint tool in this, which is something that I am so happy is in the game now, because it saves so much time for doing repetitive things like all these bricks that I'm laying. Right now I'm doing it by hand because, like I said, it is crazy, but it gets to a certain point where I can copy and paste 2 rows at a time going all the way up, and it's fantastic. It saves so much time, and I can't wait to use it on the fort as well. It's going to be so helpful. But yeah, you get to see me struggle with this for a bit, and then as you can tell to the left, now I'm using the blueprint tool. To the left, you can see an area forming where there's dirt below the brick line. And I go back, I think at the end, and fix that. There's not much time. If you can hear that, that's my dog. It's early in the morning, and he wants attention. Yeah. What was I saying? Something about a brick line? Yeah, you see me take care of that at the end. And I think that's pretty much it. And there you have it. Bridge is done. That tower is kind of done. I'll probably fill it in the top part as well, or the whole middle section fill up with brick all the way to the top. It could be a storage area or something. Who knows? Next episode will be the fort, or the keep, the thing in the middle. And then we'll do the towers next, and then we'll see what happens from there. But anyway, ending this here. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and share that video if you enjoyed. That helped it a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time.